Witcher a word, if you will.
新任务阶段，阴谋论。营地其实蛮大的。好吧，戴斯摩，看来我们两个要合作喽。
We've not dealt with a Witcher before.
站着睡觉，屌哦。
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
哎，但是我不高兴。
Better times approach, Geralt. You shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful. I feel we shall become great friends.
不要跟我装熟。
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve. I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
并非所有鬼魂都具有攻击性。很显然，我再次没有注意到。
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into Draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I've all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tesside of Ries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
好吧，我回去看这些书。
Quite a tome.
所以到底是如何作用的
Can you tell me how a blood curse works?
The effects and phenomena generated by a 4th level blood curse require an immense amount of the power. The eclipse, the death of a dynasty, the battle of specters. No sorcerer, no living being can summon such levels of energy. It's quite simply impossible.
But some clever mages discovered how to make possible the impossible. Since then, the world has lived in fear of your curses. Genius. What did you discover?
A prophecy that initiates a blood curse is simply a spell that binds the power. It should be cast at a site possessing the appropriate accumulation characteristics. A battlefield is perfect. Blood-soaked ground, defined boundaries, a symbolic dimension. When the caster utters the words of the prophecy, the curse begins to accumulate the power. For the last 3 years, day after day, month after month, the initiating curse has been gathering the power, drawing it from the elements of fire, earth, air, and water. The energy thus accumulated could move the stars. Enter the activator. one of the prophesied events, possessing its own symbolic dimension. It releases the accumulated energy for use by the curse proper. Ordinarily, the curse cannot utilize all the built-up power, which must be released in some way, so one gets side effects, like solar eclipses.
天哪，好复杂。对，诅咒真的是塞宾娜下的吗？
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevissig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
那为什么他还活着？国王为什么还活着？
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you.
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
State secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, Bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
好吧，让我们去办事吧。
You're gonna help me, Death Mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective rooms to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll meet him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
什么？你怎么知
I
道？
don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
所以我们为什么？所以杰洛特来这里解除诅咒，原因是因为这跟他过去有关。我来看一下。对啊，杰洛特恢复记忆是需要一朵记忆玫瑰。那跟这个写咒有什么关系？所以基本上我们现在就是要去营区跟士兵打探一下消息。大致是这样，然后刚刚有一个看一下希尔。希尔似乎对科德温国王亨赛特与他养育一名继承人尝试有着非常明确的计划。就我们所知，希尔和其他女术士对政治世界的干涉远比我们所想象的更加深远。在亨赛特的营区遇到希尔，让人有点惊讶；而在另一方面，也很难忽视他的论点。再发生一次弑君事件，将会使整个北方彻底陷入混乱。他并不想让这种事发生。亨赛特，塞宾娜，这里，萨宾娜·格利维西格。女术士萨宾娜·格利维西格来自于科德温首都阿德卡莱，长期担任国王亨赛特顾问。然而，读者们不用以为看错字眼，这个真正科德温荒野之女，以其坚定和暴躁闻名。谣传她会打断国王的话，然后握拳捶桌，大叫国王应该闭嘴听她说。似乎并不全然是夸大。不只是如此，国王真的闭嘴听他说。萨宾娜·格利维西格的乐师本质搭配她夺人心魄的美，她也以精挑细选的华服进步为自己增色，加上她身为女术士所具备的法力，很明显她在科德温内外都拥有牢固的地位，让她的地位无法保护她免于国王的愤怒。一旦她让亨赛特失望，这女术士的下场就是被绑上木桩，她在那里结束了一生。萨宾娜以最后一口气诅咒君王和战场。多年之后，我们仍然能感受到这诅咒的效力。好吧。刚刚不是说叫我看2本书来了解这个诅咒，他要给我吗？我看一下史登尼斯的剑，22到28。 天哪，已经比我的好了。呵呵。战灵是一种神秘的生物，来自于英雄和传奇世纪的古老传说。当英雄进入燃烧的地狱拯救他的挚爱，或是为父复仇时，战灵通常会是他们的对手。为何诗篇如此热切用这种怪物来当魔头呢？那是因为战灵是一种妖灵，因此适合用在任何来自冥界的诅咒或是复仇为题材的黑暗故事中。这并不能说明它到底是什么模样，所以它的恐怖样貌可以用许多方式来形容，不必冒遭人议论的风险。除此之外，它也是强力的生物，邪恶之王，因此适合当大坏胚。是这一本吗？不是。好吧，不确定。刚才说2本书，但是感觉只看到1本。好吧，营区。Hello.
I'm done with this cursed place.
No talking to the prisoner. How'd you do? What do you want?
我和他交谈吗
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go now. No talk. What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet, but he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Here, boy.
好吧，所以我们要决定先要做什么，看一下。这个的话就是要跟刚刚那个精灵犯人交谈，但是我必须先获得士兵们的信任，所以这个可能得摆最后。
What is it, Witcher?
对，你有进入任何方形硬币吗
Can I speak freely?
If you want to be sly, best you step away.
I'm looking for someone with a square coin.
Why's that?
I can only tell someone who has one.
You got one?
No.
Then don't ask, so you'll learn nothing. What is it with...
欧德林是谁？
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Aldrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Aldrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
哇，又是一个新人物！天哪，为什么大家都在喊欧德林？
What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
你也在找欧德林？
I heard you calling for Aldrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Aldrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like plowing without a woman.
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody common.
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it out. Odrin! Odrin! Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organizing knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwen. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
吧，所以这里还有竞技场啦。
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? Tournaments. Now that... Greetings!
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody? And
好吧，所以我现在打算就是跟每个人对话，看可以问的，探到什么消息。
Hello. Damn it. Salutations.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
What do you want?
I collect old coins.
Here in the camp? Are you daft?
I heard there are some overseas coins floating around, square with a fish on them or something.
Don't know nothing about that. Fuck off. What do you...
To talk. I just arrived.
What do you want to know?
什么？
This place worth staying around?
The company's all right. All lads with balls as far as I know.
I've noticed that. And the rest?
What rest?
Nobles, Deathmold, the king.
Can't complain. The lords aren't too lofty. Deathmold keeps the peace, great mage that he is. And our king's the best. Long live King Henselt!
Yeah, long live.
What do you want?
你也在找欧德林？
I heard you calling out for Aldrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
真的？
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot. Audrin, where are you? What do you want?
What are the Nilfgaardian forces doing here?
I don't know. Their presence disgusts some, but I'm glad to see them here.
Why's that?
I'd rather they be with us than with Eddern.
对，我还要跟你……那算了，每个人似乎只能问一个问题。
Piss off out of here.
You're talking to an elder, so show a little respect, you prick licker.
Respect for you?
This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen. That's your place.
哦，霸凌霸凌。嘿嘿，兄弟。
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice.
鸟。
I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
你将来敢自称你这个士兵？让我们人好一点，对。
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
你为何到海边去
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
我是狩魔猎人，你知道的。
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Would you do it for that?
好吧。
All right.
天哪，任务一个接着一个来。
Witcher.
加维里欧。
I know you.
Aye. We met in Vizima. I was working for Salamandra and barely escaped your rat. Grown wiser since. Listen, I've a trinket. My last reminder of those days. Take it and hold no grudge against me.
谢啦。
I hold no grudge, and I'll gladly accept the trinket.
Take it. And good luck.
给我什么？他给我了什么？他给我了什么？啊！天哪！